All right, let's jump right in. If you're a researcher, a PhD candidate, a master's student, you know the grind. I mean, you really know it. But what if I told you the tools you use every single day are on the brink of a massive, massive change? We're talking a real changing of the guard, and it's happening right now in the world of research AI.
So you've got the old way, right? Tools like Manus AI. And look, they were great for their time. They definitely earned their keep. But then there's the new way, Skyworks AI. And this isn't just some small update. It's being pitched as a totally revolutionary partner for researchers today. So yeah, let's get into what this big shift is all about and why it's happening right now.
So, what's really pushing this change? Well, it all boils down to a problem that I'm guessing a lot of you know way too well. It's the researcher's challenge. You know that feeling when your ideas are huge, your ambition is soaring, but the tools you're using just can't keep up? They just feel clunky, slow. And hey, for a good long while, tools like Manus AI were fantastic. I mean, they were a lifesaver. They helped us manage our sources, get organized. They were a gigantic leap forward. You gotta give credit where credit is due, for sure.
But let's be honest for a second. Think about your workflow right now. I'm talking about the late nights, the 50 browser tabs you have open, that feeling of trying to connect a thought from one paper to another. Are your current tools really keeping up? Like truly.
Because the reality is the game has completely changed. The amount of information we have to sift through, the depth of analysis that's expected, it's just on another level now. It demands something more. We need tools that aren't just a little helpful. We need them to be stronger, smarter, and a whole lot faster. And that's where things get really interesting. Because to meet that demand, something new has shown up. A tool built from the ground up to answer that call for a smarter, more seamless way to do research. I love how the source material puts it, kind of poetically. It says, a new star appears in the sky of research AI, Skywork AI. And from everything we're seeing, this isn't just another app on the market. Nope. It's being positioned as a serious, major new player in this space. So what exactly is Skywork AI? Okay, the most important thing to get is that it's not just another summary tool, you know? The kind that just spits out a paragraph. The idea here is a complete revolution in how you, the researcher, actually interact with really dense, complex scientific papers. Okay, so how does it pull this off? Well, this is where we get into what they're calling a revolution in analysis. And the key idea is that it's not just about finding keywords. The whole goal is to try and think, well, like a professional researcher, to get to that deep level of understanding. The workflow is actually pretty cool. First, it does what they call a superhuman analysis. It goes through papers and pulls out not just the main points, but actual scientific gaps and contributions. Then, and this is the part I think is genius, it takes all that text and turns it into a visual mind map, so you can see the connections right away. And on top of all that, it helps you with the writing by suggesting professional-sounding phrases. So all of this leads to a totally different way of looking at this tool. It's not just a program you use. It's being presented as your AI research partner. The whole point is that its features are there to back you up at every step, from the moment you start reading to when you're typing up that final draft. And can we talk about one of the biggest headaches for every single academic? Citations. Yep. It handles automatic generation for APA, MLA, and Chicago. And the big takeaway here is no more mind-numbing copy and pasting trying to get your bibliography perfect. What a relief, right? But wait, there's more. The support keeps going. It has full functionality in both English and Arabic, which is a huge deal for so many researchers around the world. It keeps feeding you those professional phrases we mentioned, and it even helps you map out the whole structure of your paper. We're talking from the intro right through to the discussion. So when you take a step back and look at all of this stuff together, the deep analysis, the mind maps, the writing help, the citation wrangling, what does it all really mean? What's the bottom line? Well, it's about giving you the ultimate advantage. It's about giving you back the one thing you can never make more of, your time. And this quote really just nails the core promise, doesn't it? Imagine shortening hours of reading and writing into minutes. I mean, that's the dream, right? It's about taking that long, drawn-out process that can take hours, sometimes even days, and crushing it down into just a few super focused, productive minutes.
Which kind of leaves us with one last pretty big question to chew on. As these tools get smarter and more woven into our daily workflows, you have to wonder, have we hit a tipping point? Is having an AI partner like this no longer just a nice to have, but an absolute essential for doing research in this day and age? That's definitely something to think about.